movie posters. When the film's moved on from your local cinema, most will be forgotten. But for a memorable or successful film, the original poster can become valuable, like these. Star Wars and Pulp Fiction, both worth thousands, or they would be if they were real. They're both fakes. It takes an expert to tell the difference, and that's why posters like these are fooling collectors across the country.
From box office blockbusters to budget B-movies, the market for original vintage movie posters in Britain is huge. And in West London, poster dealer Lisa Tezzi knows exactly why they're in demand.
Everybody has a favourite actor, actress, movie, moment in the film. So an original movie poster is a tangible reminder of our favourite film. It's like you're owning an actual piece of history.
And they come at a price. Rare posters like this Audrey Hepburn classic Breakfast at Tiffany's will go for around £25,000.
This original British poster for From Russia With Love, one of the most collectible and rare UK quad posters.
In fact, it's not unheard of for some early cinema classics from the 1920s to fetch over £400,000. But this lucrative market has been hijacked by the fakers, with swarms of cheap modern reprints being sold as if they're original posters. Poster collector turned dealer Mark Hockman has been buying vintage movie posters for over 20 years and has first-hand experience of being duped by a fake. Mark was in the market for a highly sought-after original of the 1990s cult classic Pulp Fiction.
I just think the poster is a fantastic piece of what I would honestly call artwork. This particular poster in its original form is extremely rare. Probably only 100 to 150 originals are now known to exist.
Mark thought he'd bagged himself a bargain when he struck a deal with an online seller for the poster, which retails at around £1,000.
When I bought this poster, I genuinely believed I was buying an original poster. The photographs that I was sent were those of an original poster.
So, having checked out the picture, Mark parted with his money. When the poster arrived, he was less than impressed.
It just didn't feel right, it didn't look right. I immediately knew as soon as this was unwrapped and come out the tube that this was fake. I felt quite conned. I'd asked all the right questions. I'd been sent photographs of what I thought was an original poster. What turned up wasn't an original poster.
Mark was out of pocket, and his expert eye was quick to spot the subtle mistakes that make it a fake. Firstly, when it comes to fake movie posters, size does matter.
Whatever the fakers do, for some reason, they cannot get the size right. This poster, although it is minor, actually comes in at just under 27 inches. The original is just over by about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. The same with the height.
What should be 40 inches is again a touch short.
Even though we're dealing in only fractions, it makes a difference between what is an original and a fake.
And that's not the only mistake. The film may have been a huge hit, but the print quality on this fake isn't going to win any Oscars.
No matter what the fakers did, whether it was a fault on the printing press or the printing process, all of these fakes have the white speckle. It's got a foggy look to it, generally out of focus. It's not right.
Mark's isn't an isolated case. Poster dealer Lisa has seen her fair share of fakes and knows just how convincing they can be.
Unfortunately, many of these fakes were done so well that in fact many auction houses and top poster dealers have been fooled.
One of the most widely faked posters in existence is the original Star Wars poster, known in the business as the Star Wars Style C.
Star Wars was extremely popular and therefore it would have been very profitable to fake. At the time when they would have printed these fakes, they would have printed, thousands, perhaps tens of thousands.
So it's likely thousands of collectors out there have unknowingly purchased these fakes. But unlike the fake poster Mark bought, this one is the exact same size as the original, which could fetch around £5,000 at auction. However, there's one subtle giveaway.
On the fake, the easiest giveaway is this hairline here on Princess Leia's back. That's the immediate giveaway for the fake, as opposed to on the original.
As more buyers are purchasing online, so Lisa's seeing more counterfeits doing the rounds.
Most people nowadays are being fooled by the online auction sites. There are no poster police out there, so there is nothing to stop these opportunist dealers selling these fakes on online auction sites.
There are hundreds, if not thousands, of collectors and movie buffs out there getting their fingers burnt by these fakes. But as Lisa points out, most don't even realise they've bought a fake until they come to sell it.
When they bring it into us to resell and we tell them of that news, of course, they're extremely disappointed.
And one of these fakes is this lobby card. A lobby card is a smaller poster designed for cinema lobbies, and it purports to be from the 1983 hit Scarface. So, it's over 30 years old.
I took a look at his lobby card and I said, sir, just so you know, this is actually not an original. And of course, he was horrified.
To the untrained eye, the fakes and the originals look the same. But if you know what you're looking for, there's always a telltale sign.
This is an interesting one because it's quite obvious that you can tell this one is a fake. This is what we call pretty much minty white on the back. This is a giveaway that these are not originals.
So the paper looks brand new, far too bright for something that's supposed to be 30 years old. They might be known as minty whites, but for the unfortunate people buying them, there's nothing refreshing about these fakes.
It's not really worth anything, maybe £5 or £10, and they've spent hundreds of pounds on acquiring it. So it's going to be very disappointing for someone who spent their hard-earned money on a fake.
It's not an experience Mark would like to repeat.
It was an expensive mistake, but one that I've learned from. And I do not buy that many posters from online sellers now. It is a minefield.